Paulina, how did you get started with the Woods Project?
My brother, he had participated in the Woods Project around a decade ago. So I've been knowing about the Woods Project for years now.
So the keystone to the program of the Woods Project is our summer program, which is a 2-week program where we take groups of 10 to 12 teenagers, 1 week in the front country where they're learning about the outdoors and nature, and then there's 1 week in the back country, which is a true backpacking experience.
When a student comes out, it's their first time being in Arkansas in some cases, their first time sleeping away from home, their first time sleeping in a tent, hearing the sounds of the owls and the armadillos rustling in the leaves, and it's a lot.
I can only remember like once or twice that I've camped before the Woods Project, but yeah, the Woods Project is really like my first backpacking, canoeing. It's a lot of firsts.
We want our students to know that they can do so much more than they had ever imagined. And that's where I think the magic happens, where we see the transformation. Kids who talk about conquering their fears, talk about having to adapt, not just, they adapt socially, they adapt physically, and they adapt to this completely new environment.
I never thought I was going to force myself into breaking phobias almost. I'm very claustrophobic. Even when I'm taking off the shirt, if it gets stuck in my face, I get claustrophobic. And yesterday in the cave, I was terrified, but I made it through. I got on the waterfall and made me feel a little bit better.
We like to take a lot of those things that they would ordinarily view as weakness, and now we've turned them into strengths. And they get to do that with their family unit, and the groups are of a size where that's able to happen. And they're in an environment where we allow that to happen without the distractions of their school schedules or their family schedules or their cell phones. And they're able to just kind of soak it in and grow.
I think it's helped me realize that you can do more things than you really think. Like, for this trip, I didn't think I would be making that many friends or talking to many people, but I talk to almost everybody in the group now. And then I feel like it also encouraged me to not give up as easily as I did before. Like this 8-mile hike, it really, I barely made it, but I think I could do something more than that too.
The education system seems really set up to only value one type of success. You're graded on a certain score, you take all these standardized tests, and most of us would probably say that that test is not an indicator of where we're going to be and what we're going to enjoy later in life. And so I think getting kids outside shows them that they can challenge themselves and grow in ways that aren't directly related to a score or a measurement.
I think that a lot of the time a classroom can be constricting and it's meant to empower you to learn more, but a lot of the times in a lot of ways it is restrictive. And I think there's different parts to knowledge and to learning. And I think that by going out of your comfort zone, you are energizing your different types of intelligence. And I think that going through Woods Project trips, you really are learning, but you're not learning in the same way that you're learning in a classroom.
Getting to the top of the mountain, whether you take 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 30 minutes, you still made it there. And it's probably cliche to say that, but I think there's multiple paths to success, and the outdoors really shows that.
What do you think about backpacking?
It's been difficult. There's many times I just wanted to stop and just cry because my feet couldn't take it anymore, and mentally I couldn't either, but it's okay though, because I could push through. I just had to motivate myself the whole way. But I did get through it. I did 8 miles, and I'm so proud of myself for doing that.